start us off again.
Yeah, hey Carson. 3 touchdown passes, but also your ability to make plays with your feet today. You just explain how you felt being able to make an impact on both in the air and on the ground.
Yeah, so, kind of watching the film this week, we knew that their defense was going to challenge us. We knew that they were going to, play man, play some like match 3, blitz the edges, try to, defeat our run game and, crash hard off the edges. So, it created some opportunities for me to, be able to use my legs a little bit and then, trying to maybe extend plays a little bit in the pass game. But, it's kind of just what it was called for and, whatever, coach needs me to do, I'm going to do it. So, glad I was able to, showcase that a little bit tonight.
Carson, great win on tonight. Now, this Miami team, you guys are quick, you're physical, and you have a big game next week. You're facing Florida. This is a team that you faced before being in the SEC. Now that you're in a new conference, how does a team like Miami prepare for this game?
I think we prepare the same way that we prepare every single week, right? So tomorrow we'll go in there, we'll watch the film of, this game tonight. We'll fix our mistakes that we made, and then I'll go watch 2 of their games that they played this year, and then Mondays I'll do what I do, Tuesday I'll do what I do, Wednesday I'll do what I do. I'm not going to give my secret sauce away, So, I'll do the weekly plan, and then, we'll create our plan, and then Saturday we'll go out and execute. So I obviously want to celebrate tonight and, just trying to go 1-0 every single week.
Awesome, we'll go to Adam here.
Carson, just what do you think of Josh Moore tonight, getting his first 2 touchdowns in college? A couple of really nice plays by him.
Yeah, it was awesome. I'm always happy to see young guys execute and, have success, right? You see how hard he works, you see how talented he is in practice, and for him to come do it on the lights in Hard Rock and, show the world who he is and the talent that he has. I mean, that's what it's about, right? It's about coming out on Saturday and playing the game you love, right? That kid's made so many plays in practice. It's actually ridiculous. Like first scrimmage, I think he had 3 touchdown catches, and that was like the first time I was like, oh, wow, this kid's gonna help us this year. So it was awesome to see him, kind of come onto the scene tonight and be able to make some big plays for us.
And CJ, it seems like every week has another ridiculous catch. Just what's it like throwing to him so that he put a ball near him, so he can come down with it?
Yeah, man, that's what he tells me. He says, put it near me, I'm gonna go get it, and that's stood true so far. So, man, he's so consistent, and he's such a consistent worker. And I love to speak highly of those guys, not only because they're super talented, but because of the work that they put in. It's so consistent, and it shows on the field every single week. Every Saturday we come out there, and the success shows. And that room is so deep that you don't know who's going to be the guy, right? I keep making fun of them, saying like, who's going to get 100 first? But then they're like, man, we got too much talent, like whatever, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, well, one of y'all's got to get 100 first, and they all start laughing and whatever. But man, just can't speak high enough of that group, and obviously with CJ, being kind of that older leader in that room.
Tim, you want to go ahead?
Carson, you had just in the first quarter, there were 6 different guys that had at least 1 catch, 4 different guys had at least 1 carry. You included that just in this 15 minutes. At times, is it almost, I don't want to say embarrassment of riches, but like you have so many options. You have so many guys who can carry the ball. That's what Jordan and I even in right now, obviously. Tight ends haven't really been involved much yet. How fun is it to have so many options? And it seems like Shannon's always pushing the right button.
Yeah, absolutely. There is so much talent on both sides of the football, but speaking offensively, you look at every position group from the O-line to the tight ends to the running back to the wide receivers, and there's no miscues anywhere, right? There's no weak link, and that's for like 3 rows down. Like you go throw a guy out there, that you might not even have seen in week 1 or week 2, and then week 3 it's like, oh, who's this guy with getting a 60-yard reception? You know what I'm saying? So. Man, it's awesome for me, right? My success is very dependent on those around me, and man, those dudes just work their tail off from, again, every single position group, all the work from the film to the physical part of working out and practicing, and then ultimately coming to Saturday and executing. It's been a lot of fun this year, and just looking forward to continue to keep working, getting better week by week.
USF had 4th and 3 from the 9. 4 minutes to go in the third, could have made it a 2-score game. Obviously, the defense did what it did, and then you guys came out and it was like bing, 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 bing. You obviously had 3 throws, and then Fletch did the rest. Did you know at that drive it was time to put the this thing away?
Yeah, I mean, every single drive we're trying to, put it away. There's a couple mishaps in there, but, you respond from them, you execute, and that's what we were able to do. I think the biggest thing kind of in that kind of middle ground, if you're up 2 scores, 3 scores, it's like, all right, like let's go score, let's go put this thing away, right? Like, just try to take away all hope from the other side of, on the other sideline, and I think that's what we were able to do. Going down, I think it was like a 80 or 90 yard drive that, well, whatever the exact yardage was, but that's demoralizing for a defense and a team to drive the whole length of the field and punch it in the fashion that we did. So yeah, man, I thought the execution was really good tonight. A couple of mistakes here and there that that we can clean up and fix, but so far it's been really good for our offense.
Go ahead, Giselle.
Carson, what does it say about this team 3 weeks in, 3 games in, continuing to put out big performances like tonight and just, getting the job done?
Yeah, I think our team does a really good job of truly focusing on just week by week. And I know it's super cliche to say that because every coach and every player across the country can say that, but I think our team exemplifies it. And you can see that by our actions. You can see by the way that we approach each and every game. Each opponent is a faceless opponent. We're not worried about a jersey. We're not worried about the color of the jersey. We're not worried about a name. They got to put their pads and helmet on the same way we got to put our pads and helmet on, and who's going to out-execute the other team, right? And again, I think our preparation has just been so good. Coach Cristobal pushes us so hard. I mean, those Tuesday and Wednesday practices are hell. I mean, it's hot down here in Miami, and we go. Like, we go to work on Tuesday and Wednesdays, and then, I mean, not to say that we don't work the rest of the week too, but it's a lot more mentally focused once you kind of get past Wednesdays and start recovering for the game. But, man, just so proud of this team and the way that we've worked, and then ultimately translate that work over to execution on Saturdays.
Go ahead, battle.
Carson, obviously you had success up north, and success comes fun. But just talk about how much fun you're having here in South Florida with this team. And, you get to cover you there, but see a little different swagger for you being down here. Just talk about the fun you're having.
Yeah, man. I'm a Florida boy at heart, and I think just being here around these guys, like I really fit in, like, and mesh with them, like, off the rip, right? It's my people, and these coaches just kind of allow me to, like, go be free, like, do my thing. And man, I can't speak highly enough of the people that are on this team. Not obviously there's so much talent, but just like the people themselves, right? Like, we have good people on this team that, like, care and are genuine, and, like, it's real love and brotherhood. And, like, a lot of teams across the country say that, but, like, they don't live it. And I really truly believe that we live that. And it allows you to just be free and have fun on the field, right? And not only that, but also, like, enjoying the success of the others around you, right? And, like, even you see, like, if I do something well, or if CJ does something well, or if Mark Fletcher runs it into the end zone, right? Like, everybody around is, like, just as hype as if it was them making the play. So I think that goes to show the true camaraderie of this team. And again, like, it's been a ride so far, man, and just really looking forward to continue to work with these guys and keep having fun.
Gary, one with you.
Yeah, hey, Carson, obviously near perfect game, but you did have the 2 picks. What happened on those 2 plays, and does that become an area of focus for you, obviously?
No, somebody had to ask it. No, man, the first one was the end of the half, 50 seconds left. We're trying to score a touchdown. They show one high. They end up going to a cover 2 look. CJ tries to bend it around the linebacker. I kind of have to move off my spot and get hit while I'm throwing. Guy jumps up, makes a good play, try to fit into a tight window. Kind of just situational ball. Probably didn't need to throw it, but trying to get a touchdown at the end of the half and kind of put the game away. Second one, I was trying to throw it to the guy at the end, and Malachi Tony, I didn't know he had a 50-inch vertical. Kind of jumps up and tries to snag it out of the air, and again, it gets tipped up in the air and whatever. So, picks happen, and again, just that's how you respond to them. And again, after that second one, which is kind of just a mishap kind of play, it happens. We were able to go drive the ball 91 yards down the field and score and put the game away. So again, not really an area of focus, but never want to turn the ball over. So definitely going to watch it and see what we can do better as an offense, and obviously personally for myself.
Awesome. We'll end it there. Thanks, Carson.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.